Good morning, happy Saturday. I am Christy. Welcome to Weekend Skills Lab and my Sad Garden 2025. We have garden projects this weekend, so we need to go to the store, get some supplies, and then we'll come back and work on it. And I got some stuff at Home Depot. I'll show you all of that in a minute. And don't come at me for the Miracle Grow, but it was 5 for $10, so $2 a bag. I couldn't beat it. And I'll just have to deal with Miracle Grow. It's okay. It's 25 bags. This lopper is for this rude, I'll show you, tree. This rude tree in my front yard, it likes to slap people in the face. So I gotta cut it back. So you already know we got a lot to do today. I'll show you what I bought. I got a rosemary plant. Now my neighbor has a humongous rosemary plant and they let me take whatever I want off of it anytime, but I really want my own. So I got a rosemary plant. I got 5 of these because they were on special. These are sweet potato vines. So I love the sweet potato vines. I don't care to grow sweet potatoes. I mean, I would like to eventually one day. I just not there yet. And then I got 3 more strawberry plants to put in this green stalk, and then I'm going to move those strawberries over here as well. And I stole a foot of the dog's yard and expanded the garden just to where it would, these 2 fences would reach. I mean, you know, meet, and took it across. So I am going to, and I condensed all of these down closer together. Let me come around there. So I made all of these neighbor up and be a little closer together. Pulled that table out a little bit and lined up the pools. And so I'm going to put some grow bags here. I think I can fit 4 grow bags right there. And one of the things that I'm going to do is a little controversial. I keep hearing that you should not transplant onions once they're established. I'm gonna do it because this pool right now is just wasted on a couple of onions and some sunflowers. So I'm gonna pull the sunflowers out, I'm gonna pull the onions out, and then I'm gonna put honeydew melon in this pool. I'm also going to succession sow more green beans in this green stalk. And obviously I'm going to fill in the empty pockets with strawberries over here. And then I have just a ton more. There's my damage for the day. Again, not my first choice of soil, but it's 5 for $10 at Home Depot right now. Today's April 12th. So that's what I got. And that's what I'm going to deal with this time. We own a budget here. So there's that. So I'm going to fill in. I have a mess. Huge mess over here that I'm going to clean up today. I am going to also sow some seeds in those little stackables from the Dollar Tree of herbs. And I need to organize that soil in that yellow bag right there. I forgot about. Okay. So anyhow, we're gonna make this work. All right, let's get busy. I think I may have lost that cucumber there, and that one's not looking great next to it. So I may just retire those and not have cucumbers there. I also still have a ton of peppers up here, and I checked with my neighbor. They are growing all they intend to grow this season, so they do not want them. So that's that. I either have to find homes or let them go. I also bought a fly trap because I am getting eaten alive out here by flies. That's because of the dogs. I know that. So it's about 10 minutes to 11. I've been to Home Depot, been to the grocery store, I've washed dishes, and 2 loads of laundry. We're off to a good start, which means I'm going to peter out about 2 o'clock, so I got to get going on the rest of this. So I'm going to start on these two pots. I'm going to add a sweet potato vine to this pot with the flour in it, and then I'm going to switch this pepper into a grow bag, and then add the rosemary in that pot with the other two sweet vines, or other two sweet potato vines. There are two sweet potato vines in the front. I already put those out. I've already done the lopping on the tree, hung my fly trap. All right, let's go. Alright, I'm going to find a hole for these cute strawberries, and then remember there's this odd whatever's growing here, pumpkin or squash of some sort. I'm going to put that in this pool right under you that I'm going to pull the onions out of. First I'm going to get these strawberries in here. You see me hobbling around a lot. That's my hips. Bad hips are a thing in my family, and I've been afflicted. Get those in there. Alright, I'll leave that right there. And, okay, so next I'm going to pull these onions out. I'm going to pull those over a little bit. The other way. I'm going to pull those that way, and I'm going to pull these onions out, and I'm going to put the onions, I don't know where those are now. I got the Amazon. They're mosquito killing little solar lights. Didn't even last one season. Don't waste your money on these. Yes, I move things around a lot because, of course, I want to grow food. I'm trying to be functional here, but I also want it pretty because I'm a girl. I'm scared to do this, but I'm okay losing just a few onions as opposed to like a whole bed of onions over here. I really don't want to lose any of those sunflowers because those are those pretty dark red ones that I'm doing this year. Look how quiet those dogs are. I gave them some bones. I could be taught. Alright, so in that pool, I'm going to put whatever that squash slash pumpkin is. I'm wondering if it's not a pumpkin seed that I originally planted in the pool. Maybe a squirrel took out and hid in that other pot. Could be a Big Mac's pumpkin. So I think actually I'm going to go put that back over in the other pool. And then in this little pool right here, I'm going to, Emily's very favorite fruit, or melon. Her favorite fruit is strawberry, but her favorite melon is honeydew. So I'm going to plant some honeydew. I've had no luck planting honeydew or watermelon, but we are not quitters. And this is going to be our year for some Jubilee watermelons and some Sweet Delight honeydew. And then I'm going to plant succession, so some more Blue Lake bush beans and some Contender bush beans, green beans. What I'm going to do is just stick another bean in each of those pockets where they already are, so that we can have more when these are done. The other ones should be starting to produce. Hopefully, that's the plan. Now I'm also going to set up a little herb tower in my Dollar Tree little tower thingy bobber. That, you know what I'm talking about. The little stackables. And in that, see, I didn't do a whole lot with herbs last year, so I'm just going to keep doing this until I learn how to cook, basically. And I'm going to put into that some thyme and some Italian oregano and some lemon basil and some peppermint. So that's 4 levels that I'm going to plant. Yes. And then in the grow bag, I'm going to keep transplanting some peppers, and then I'm going to do pineapple ground cherries in one. And then I'm going to do some okra, direct sowing that over here with the cucumbers, because the okra that I tried to do didn't start. And also the romas that I tried to start didn't start, so I'm going to go ahead and put some more of those in. Okay, that's it. That's what I'm doing today. I have binders full of seeds. This doesn't even come close to all of the stuff that I could plant, but I have to draw the line. I said I was only going to plant things this year that I actually eat, and I'm already going away from that with the little herb tower because I didn't use any of those last year. I gave it all away. But it's okay. It'll be beautiful. And the herb tower is going to serve a second purpose, which is to cover up this root. So I put that chair That brown chair right there normally sits over here because there's a root right there from a tree that somebody cut down sometime, and I trip over it every single time if I don't have that chair over it to tell me that it's there. So I'm going to put the herb tower actually over that root. I'm going to build it up a little bit so it can be dual purposed. Whole top tier of this is now strawberries. Look at that strawberry. I am petering out. Alright, so this is the root, the bane of my existence. I trip over it if it is not covered. So I'm going to rig up first a platform over it, and then I'm going to put the towers like that. And this is just going to be in the middle because it's either that or the root or the chair. What a mess. Where there is a will, there's a way. I have crafted a base for this thing by cutting out the top of the pot and notching out the little spaces for it to sit in. All right, let's fill her up. There it is. 4 towers planted out on its little pedestal. And now I won't run over the root, and I don't have to leave the chair in the middle. Hopefully I don't knock this thing over. We are done in the pool garden today. Planted out some new strawberries. Moved some flowers around. Planted some more beans. Sunflowers are already looking a little sad after their transplant. I gotta water all this in. So this one is pineapple ground cherries. We've got 3 Anaheims right there. This is watermelon and honeydew. I threw some extra soil in there. These are elephant garlic. These are Cherry Falls cherry tomatoes, both of those. That's a Tabasco pepper. This is a jigsaw, and that one is Sugar Rush peach, raspberries, zucchini, Big Mac's pumpkins, sweet potato vines, and rosemary. Sweet potato vines, hibiscus, and I can't remember the name of those flowers. The little red ones. Lemon balm and ahi crystal pepper, serrano pepper. Moved our Vidora onions over here. Some more sunflowers there. We have 14 bags out of the 25 that I just bought left. So that's good. And then there's our little tower that's, I'm concerned. I need to put some support on it, I think. for our herbs. Oh, and our okra is up there in a grow bag. So I'm going to water in this area because it's shady. I'm not going to water over there because obviously it's very sunny. But definitely going to water in this new stuff. And that's it for today. Tomorrow I do have another project coming up. I just have to wait on my delivery to come today so I can start that tomorrow. And it's going to be a project because I don't know how to do it. And we're going to have to learn together. The thought came to me when I was on vacation. So we put it into motion. All right, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Talk to you soon. Bye.